For almost a century, visitors have been coming to Acadia National Park to experience natural resources, like the diverse plant life and the exciting animal activity, as well as cultural resources such as hiking trails, historic carriage roads, and unique scenic vistas all over the park. The National Park Service and visitors over the years have helped protect resources within the park. However, some threats, like air pollution, know no boundaries. The idea that Acadia is not pristine may come as a surprise, but located along the mid-coast of Maine, Acadia National Park is downwind from large urban and industrial areas in states to the south and west. Periodically, high concentrations of air pollutants blow into the park from these areas. Mercury is a pollutant of particular concern.
Mercury is a toxic heavy metal that can accumulate in organisms with each level of the food chain. Therefore, a very small amount of mercury is sufficient enough to contaminate an entire ecosystem. As a result, mercury threatens the health of wildlife and humans alike. While there are natural sources of mercury such as volcanoes, human activities have greatly increased the amount of mercury cycling in the environment. These processes include burning coal for electricity, burning mercury-contaminated waste, and the production of chlorine. Once emitted into the air, mercury will remain in the atmosphere for a long period of time before it is eventually returned to the earth by rain, snow, dust, or fog. Acadia National Park is one of the most intensively studied areas for mercury in the United States. Decades of research consistently indicate elevated and pervasive levels of mercury. Scientific studies have documented that fish, amphibians, and even tree swallows from Acadia National Park carry heavy burdens of mercury. Thus, they may be at risk for toxic effects including neurological and reproductive disorders and mortality. Levels of mercury in fish also exceed wildlife and human health consumption thresholds. Since 1995, Acadia National Park has participated in the Mercury Deposition Network, allowing scientists and park managers to assess trends in mercury deposition over time. Data indicates that current wet mercury deposition is approximately 4 times its pre-industrial level. The park's sensitive ecosystem is especially susceptible to mercury contamination. Everyone can take action to reduce mercury in the environment by conserving electricity, advocating for renewable energy, or participating in mercury buyback programs. Visitors to Acadia National Park are also encouraged to ride the Island Explorer shuttle bus, a free service that also preserves the park's air quality. Although the park is legally protected, mercury emissions will only be curbed with the continued cooperation between federal and state regulatory agencies.